David tended to his flock. Though he was small, his heart was brave and his faith was strong. As he watched over his sheep in the lush meadow, David held his sling and looked up at the bright blue sky, dreaming of great things. One day, David visited his brothers on the battlefield where the Israelites faced a great threat, the mighty Philistine warrior Goliath. The battlefield was vast, with the Israelite camp on one side and the Philistine camp on the other. David stood at the edge, gazing at the towering figure of Goliath in the distance. The Israelite soldiers looked worried and frightened. King Saul doubted David's abilities, but David was resolute. "I have fought lions and bears. This giant will be no different," he declared. Inside the regal tent, David confidently stood before King Saul, who looked at him with a mixture of doubt and hope. Saul's advisors were surprised by David's courage. With faith in his heart, David prepared for battle. He chose 5 smooth stones from a stream, readying his sling. Kneeling by the stream, David carefully selected the stones while the battlefield loomed in the distance. The sunlight glinted off the water and stones, creating a serene yet significant moment. Facing the giant, David stood alone. Goliath sneered, but David remained undaunted. On the open battlefield, with both the Israelite and Philistine armies watching, David held his sling ready, staring up at the imposing figure of Goliath. With a swift motion, David let the stone fly. It struck Goliath, bringing the giant to the ground. In a close-up action shot, David swung his sling with determination and concentration, releasing the stone with perfect aim. The mighty Goliath fell, and the Philistines were thrown into chaos. David's faith had triumphed. As Goliath collapsed to the ground with the stone embedded in his forehead, David stood a few feet away, watching the dramatic fall with a mix of relief and triumph. David was hailed as a hero. His courage and faith inspired the Israelites to victory. In the Israelite camp, soldiers cheered and celebrated. David was lifted on their shoulders, smiling and holding his sling triumphantly. Bright banners waved, and the sky shone brilliantly, signifying a victorious day. And so, a young shepherd's bravery and faith in God brought victory to Israel. David's story reminds us that with faith, even the smallest among us can achieve great things. The Israelites' joyous celebration echoed through the land, a testament to the power of faith and courage.